No, už to běží, vole. Už to běží normálně, upí, vole. Který 5 FPS, ty píčo. Aha, dobrý, no, mám 5 FPS. Ty vole, hustý, hele. Taká borka na koštěti, co hrála ten fanfrafal. Čajíček vypiju. Ty jo, to vypadá nádherně. To je pěkný. A jasně, portál. Jo, ta konev ne. Ale truhla. House chest. Taký duch ne tady, lol.
Oh, hello.
Lenora.
She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that your owl?
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait, you're the new 5th year. Quite the dramatic entrance you made. Can't imagine wanting to call attention to yourself, especially since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know.
I am a bit concerned. I have a lot of catching up to do.
Indeed. 4 years of schoolwork is a bit... Being that far behind, I'd feel so... inadequate. Of course, presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff, you'll prove yourself in no time. I'm hard-working too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everly. Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do.
Do you really think you should have been in Ravenclaw?
Well, my brothers were. They both work in the ministry now. I suppose you could say that wit runs in the family. My aunt was a Gryffindor, though, and I've always had plenty in common with her. Determination, valor, daring. The old sorting hat was spoiled for choice with me.
It was nice meeting you, Lenora.
Of course.
What the fuck?
No proč jí hoří knížka? Ten text je naprostý fire. A já tady jsem komu zatoulala kočička na poličku.
I can't quite reach.
Come on, you went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes.
Ježiš, ty jsi nějaký trouba.
Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Zajímavý hlas, ty jo.
Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
Shame, I think magical beasts are incredible.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, glumbumbles, bowtruckles.
Glumbumbles.
I thought they were only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did bring home a puff.
Nejhorší je, že jako plno těch názvů neznám prostě v angličtině, takže já vím úplný hovno, co to je, že jo.
I better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Have you ever had a pet, Arthur?
No. My mother's a muggle, and as soon as the puffskein that my dad brought home stuck its tongue up her nose, it went right back to the shop.
Nice meeting you, Arthur, and good luck finding that cat.
Thank you.
Ano, tak
Try
pájo.
not to get lost in the castle yourself.
Tak zrovna on jakožto kouzelník snad jako bude v pohodě, ne?
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong.
Something wrong?
Hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumors. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
That one is true. Not the typical start to a new school.
That's dreadful. Well, I'm glad you made it here alive. Well, anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
Are you sure everything is all right with your uncle?
Oh, yes, he travels for work, always busy. I'm sure he just wrote it in a rush. Nothing to worry about.
No, jenom aby.
Thank you, Adelaide.
A Bako je strašně hodný na všechny.
Of course.
Já budu všem
And good luck.
pomáhat.
Is the new Hufflepuff out
Takový
of bed
milý.
yet? Professor Weasley's waiting for them outside the common room.
And who are you? Aha, shit. Já žeru cupcakey. Ty mají jako jich dortů, ty vole. Byl tlustej. Nejest to.
Good morning. I trust you're ready
Guten
for your first
Morgen.
day at Hogwarts.
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Že to není tak knížka, co kouše, ty vole.
Oh, Leviosa.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year.
Yes.
You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
No, sundám si svůj systém.
Thank you,
Can I?
Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what
A
I'm
na ty
learning?
streamy si objednám ten raid.
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Se ty stroje chladějí. Tak.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Ty obrazy tady všude to jídlo tedy. Jo, pardon. No, jdu jako pomalu. Ne, že za ní jdu pomalu.
Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio. Revelio.
Ale tady jaký něco je?
Good time.
Haranky.
Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Musím jít k tomuhle. Rychlý cestování. Tyjo, ta mapa je udělaná pěkně, tyjo. Jo. OK. OK, tak použijeme to přenášedlo. To je nádherný. No, přesně tak, děkuju.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today.
Nice.
And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Nice. Mohl byste mi říct si více o Charms class?
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
What's Hogsmeade?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's
Čímže je
been
ta hra?
terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after
hned
that
shrnu.
awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said.
Skoro fantastická
Speak of
zvířata.
the devil.
Fantastický zvířata jsou později ještě, že jo? To jsou 20. léta, to 1920 něco, že jo? Ale jakoby jo, no, skoro jo.
They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Revelio.
Haleme se, tady něco dalšího. Dobře, to zatím nechám být, protože si máme promluvit tady s profesorem Figem.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did try to evade her questions, though I feel a little deceptive. That said, I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, And so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look. The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Quest complete. Cast Charm Compass. Jo, aha, zakl vystřelil prostě ten, jo, ty vole. Papírek a ukazuje mi cestu. To je dobrý.
Nora. What are you looking at?
Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Hele. OK, našel... Dobře se. Našel omylem nějakou čestku tady. Cool. Ale chej to není. No heleme se. Motýl.
Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth. Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
What's this? Field guide page. Nice. Výborně.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
Neřeknu. Jo, tady. Tady si to uložíme. Yes, tady máme teďka ten point. Výborně. A jdeme na ten quest.
Is that all you've got?
Oh shit.
Levioso! Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Okay. Nice.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, Levioso. Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done.
Nice.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Let's fucking
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel.
Jak ti to ještě ukážu.
Basic
Ty
cast.
bramboro.
And Protego. You may begin.
Let's just say Protego.
I'm doing the Protego.
Levioso.
Don't all my students were this adept.
Dobře jsme ho vyklepli, ani si neškrtnul týpek ze Studentu, vole.
You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students.
Ale excellence od
They
tvých
are
studentů,
capable
jo.
of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
Počkej, Borče, mě teďka úplně nezajímáš, mě tady někde zajímá, vole, ta bedna, vole, kde je. Where the fuck is the bedna?
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
To ukazuje šipku nahoru, ale jak tu bednu chci, kde je? No, promluvíme si tady se Sebastianem.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly
No jasně, tam Sebastian.
Practice.
Jo, tam jsou asi všichni, ale záleží jako v jakém pořadí se s nima bavíš, no.
Sebastian Sallow, by the way, didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Yeah?
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Huh? Sounds suspicious.
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library.
Oh!
You just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock.
Jdeme na tu hodinu. Daj tam učebna.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student.
Netý.
Have you met Professor Ronen yet?
Shall we begin?
Tady ten frajer.
Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom.
Yeah.
Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Poland.
Akio.
That is not bad.
That is
You
not
are
bad.
a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
A frajer tady to taky, tyjo. Taky jaký dobrý učitel. Jo, už se to načítá. Vítám, já tak se naučím čarovat prachy a odejdu.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand
Myslím, že
with
asi všichni,
mastery,
hele.
as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Pak to vyrábí týpek.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Cože mám dělat? Tahat balóny.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and... Very good!
Jak to jako?
Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. Splendid!
Já ho vyhodil.
Lose your composure. Excellent.
To se vyjel.
Very good. Points to Hufflepuff.
Points to
Well,
Hufflepuff.
certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Jak to vyhraju tohleto? Jo, tím, že budu mít...
Just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
To je hustý ty minihry. Šlep si to na hlavu, já nemůžu. Tak pojď. Ty vole, ona je v tom dobrá. Ona má pade. Kurva, mě to vylítlo.
Happens to the best of us.
Cheaty. Proč má zase padne? What the fuck? fuck, proč je tak dobrá? To já nedám můj životě, že jo? Nebo možná jo, možná bych mohl a i tady ten červený vyhodím. Proč mi všechny ty balony vlítávají ven, co mám dělat? I don't shoot about that. Co bych tě všechny vyhodil ven?
Not exactly your typical lesson, is it? Not that I mind.
Já jí pomohl. Shit. Dobrý, jinak jsem prohrál o 50 bodů, ale bylo chytrý ode mě to vyhazovat, ale oh well. Nevím, jak se to ovládá, no to musíš jako zmáčknout znovu, aby to přestal castit. Tak, vidíte ještě víc zajímavý. Měl nějaký překážky.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go.
Jí to vytlačí ta krabice. Ne? What the fuck? Hej, ona je... Co za čarodějníci? Poltej někdo. Ti dám.
Splendid.
Chill. Oh shit. Oh shit, já jsem takovej debilní idiot, já to zase prohrál, kvůli tomu jsem to zase vyhodil ven všechno. Já jsem si vyhodil 2 balony a jeden, ty vole. Já se zase jako zastaví trochu. OK, ona má dohromady 60. No, tak moje jediná šance na to je, jako, že to vyhraju tím, že tyhle vezmu ten jeden balon a vyhodím to. Ty vole. Ježíš, já to zase nezmáčknu. Ej, já si to... Já jsem idiot, já jsem takový idiot. Musím mačkat víc. Tak, Nadsa jí to vyhrála, nevadí. Porazila mě v kuličkách.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
A prý to nevadí. Whatever. Well. Pohoda. No stress, víš co.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Tam je prostě
Well
nešlo.
done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Mě vypadly internety a už jsou zpátky.
Is Ouagadougou a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
Ouagadougou, ty vole. Surely the magic is weaker.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive, not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use a word
if you would.
If you're so inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Taco Bell.
Jo, break through the yellow shields.
Protego!
Don't shy away now.
Come on! Leviosa! Is that all you've got?
Accio.
Oh, there goes my way. You're better than that! Perhaps one day
Yes.
I'll sign up for a round.
Yes. Dali
Nice
jsme
work.
to.
Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this
To mě
up
baví
and
tyhle
you
ty
could be the
duely,
next
tohle
world
to je
champion.
super.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought.
Ooh. Be outside.
Revelio.
Merlin, blooming beard, not again.
Ten shop, tyjo. Hustý.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir.
Nice.
I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time.
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it.
Okay.
Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try.
No, Dragon Heartstring to bych měl mít. S dračím tím. Aha, tak ne.
Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
Sluší pan, sluší. Doblá velikost doblá. Funguje pan, funguje. No to jo. Ach jo. Volga Dragon Heartstring supple 14 inches. Yes. No.
How intriguing. Curious indeed.
Bych si vzal tutletu? Ha.
How intriguing. Curious indeed.
Tak buď to tudletu, anebo bych si vzal tudle. Jedno z toho, ale asi si vezmu. Nebo tahle je krásná. No, tahle se mi líbí asi nejvíc. Yes. Takhle. Je to.
What do you think?
Moje hůlka.
Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
I would imagine so. A wand with a dragon heartstring core is capable of dazzling magic. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Revelio.
Sneakoscope.
I officially have all of my supplies. Excellent. Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
Nice. Koukejte, co se děje. Ty vole. To je tady ten... The fuck?
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Pěkný. A další, ne? Jo. Bych tam momenty.
Are we weakening him at all? Keep at it. We'll wear him down eventually.
Počkej, jo, aha. Ona hezetko jinde.
A taste of his own medicine. Nicely done.
Čo, pěkně nakládá. Je, ty vole, já jsem zvyknul na to, že mám prohozenou klávesnici do hajzlu, kurva. Ne. Já to ještě udělám. Já odpálil, ty vole. Ty kráva, ho nechal zmizet vyloženě. What's happening?
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
Did they see us? I don't think so. What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood? Ranrock is working with Rookwood. The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before.
Nebo? Ne, to je schválně. To má být transgender postavička. Říkám, je to transgender postavička.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the 2 of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me? I promised to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later. And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle. I'm certainly glad Sirona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones. I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Harlow. I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
Must return to the command room for the night, access the map. Okay.